Hello everyone and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah and I'm so excited to share a recipe video with you guys today. Easter is right around the corner and with Easter comes a lot of delicious Easter treats. And I know myself, when I was a kid, the number one thing I looked forward to in my Easter basket was Reese's eggs. Oh my goodness, they were so good, so much peanut butter, chocolate. I'm pretty much a huge fan of anything peanut butter and chocolate. Unfortunately, while those Reese's eggs are pretty delicious, I don't really eat them anymore and try to look for healthier plant-based alternatives. So that brings us to today's recipe. Just 4 simple ingredients for these Reese's eggs, no added sugar, and you're not sacrificing on flavor at all. What's even better about these, there is no fancy equipment involved at all, none. You can have these ready start to finish in 30 minutes. And a lot of that time is actually just letting them chill in the fridge. So such an easy recipe. I'm so excited to share it with you today. All we're going to need, some dates. Dates are actually gonna be the star of our recipe today. Now you might be wondering, well, like, isn't a Reese's cup just chocolate and peanut butter? Well, yes, but what is amazing about using dates in this recipe is that it adds so much sweetness. This is basically the only sweetener we're using. And yes, there's a lot of sugar in dates. We're not gonna pretend that there's not sugar in dates, but they are a whole plant food. So they're not a refined sugar, not even a liquid sugar. There's actually fiber and protein and other nutrients such as potassium in dates. These have additional health benefits as opposed to using refined sweetener. Personally, also, just budget tip, I was really excited when I saw that Aldi is selling dates. Mine were $4 for a pound. That's the cheapest price I've seen and they are so perfect. So before you click away when you know that there's dates in this recipe, I really encourage you to stay with us. They're even also already kind of egg-shaped. So if you want that Easter egg kind of look, this will be really helpful for us. You'll also obviously want peanut butter as well, but if you'd like to mix it up and do almond butter, sunflower butter, tahini even, whatever kind of nut butter you prefer, that can go on the inside. I'm just gonna be using peanut butter today to keep it really basic. You'll need some chocolate of choice. Now there may be different amounts of sugar that are in your chocolate chips. So I don't wanna say that these are like sugar-free or completely refined sugar-free, but because there could be some in here, but choose your favorite chocolate. I really enjoy the Enjoy Life brand of chocolate chips. They're vegan, they have a lot of other stuff that's not in them, so if you have food allergies, these could be a good option for you, but really anything is fine, whatever kind of chocolate you prefer. And this step is optional, but it will help with the melting of the chocolate. Just a little bit of coconut oil. If you are trying to avoid oil, you could just opt for a splash of your favorite non-dairy milk instead. But the oil is just gonna give them a little bit of a sheen afterwards and melt a bit more smoothly. Are you ready to get started? Let's do this. So for this, I think the first important step is to melt our chocolate. You can definitely do that over a double broiler. I'm just gonna microwave it because that's easy. So simply pour chocolate chips into a bowl. Now there's not really a set recipe or measurements for this, it just depends how many you want to make. So I've got my chocolate chips in here and I'm going to add in the coconut oil. I'm going to go microwave these in about 20 to 30 second intervals, stirring in between until it's melted. The speed of it will just depend on how many chocolate chips you're melting as well as the power of your microwave. So keep watching it, you don't want it to burn, and stirring every so often will help prevent that. I'll be right back. All right, so I have my chocolate. It's all perfectly smooth and we're going to be assembling them. Now, really, there's no other cooking or prep needed. We're going to assemble them right away. So I'm going to start out taking my dates, and it doesn't really matter, you can just take one. Now, it probably is best to get dates that still have the pit because I find they do tend to be fresher and softer, but if you only can find pitted dates, that's fine, and it does actually save you a step. But what we're going to try to do is pull the pit out of the date with as little tearing of the date as possible. Now I kind of find, rather than just like ripping it entirely open like I would if I was making a date caramel or sweetening some cashew milk or something, I find to just kind of pull it open on one side to pull the pit out is most helpful. So I'm just going to kind of open the date up, and again, these are so soft, so they're actually breaking more than I'd planned. But basically, so I kind of open that up, I'll just pull the pit out. Kind of looks like a little pecan or something. I'm gonna set that off to the side, And then I have my little date, will be kind of like our little pocket here. And I'm just going to fill it with peanut butter. Anyway, so you've got your little date pocket, and inside we're gonna put some peanut butter. Now, in an actual Reese's cup, the peanut butter is mixed with sugar and other things. So to be honest, I actually haven't looked at the ingredient label in a long time, but we're just going to be here using straight up peanut butter. If this is more runny of a consistency than you like, you're welcome to add things, but the date itself is gonna give us so much sweetness that I really think it's unnecessary to add any additional sweetness. So I have filled it up with peanut butter, and now I'm going to close it up. Now you may have a little peanut butter on the edge outside, that's okay. So I have the date here, and I'm simply now going to put it in the chocolate and kind of spoon it around. I'm not that fancy, so I'm just gonna use a spoon, but if you coat things in chocolate in a fancier way, feel free to use that. I'm going to place it into the chocolate mixture and kind of swirl it around till it gets all coated with chocolate. And so then when you take it out, you can go ahead, I would recommend putting some wax paper or parchment paper on a plate or other surface and then placing these in the middle. Perfect. And now I move on to the next one. The idea is you want to use that date as a pocket to hold all of the peanut buttery goodness. So get that coated in the chocolate, let a little bit run off the sides, and then transfer to the plate there. All right guys, back again now. We are ready for the taste test. Our chocolate peanut butter eggs have hardened and they are all ready to enjoy. So easy. I love the way they look. They have the same kind of shape as what you'd expect from a Reese's egg, except this time the date is our base, so much healthier, really easy, no fancy molds needed. So let's go ahead and dig in. Wow. The dates keep the bite nice and soft, but you can see it is filled with peanut butter and it's so sweet, just a perfect ratio. Chocolate layer nice and thin around it with the peanut butter on the inside. This is so perfect if you're looking for a healthier way to satisfy your sweet tooth this Easter, or even if you're just looking for more plant-based dessert recipes. I am obsessed with these and will probably enjoy quite a few of these a little bit later, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more recipe videos on this channel, please let me know in the comments below. And if minimalism or healthy eating, travel, if some of these topics are things you're interested in, we'd love to have you here as a subscriber. Have such a wonderful Easter and holiday, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!